let's move to number 7. Number 7, it is clear that the company is making millions of dollars from this game. Where are the improvements to the game? And then he says, most of the improvements to the game are centered around the company making more money, not necessarily in improving the gameplay. They offer no way to ask for new features, so it is no mystery that they really don't care what players think. There are many improvements needed to the game that are obvious omissions. Yeah, so that point is, I can kind of agree. Yeah, the game do make money. I'm pretty sure they do make money, and they could improve certain things. There's a few bugs. I won't be talking about them, but I can agree. There's many things in the game itself to be improved. But at the same time, since I've been playing the game, I've seen many improvements, at least in Panzer Rush, which make the game better. There were little things, but I can't say they don't do that. And again, he says most of the improvements to the game are centered around the company making more money. Well, we have to remember this is business. The bunch of guys who created the game spend a lot of time beforehand to make it real, and now they need to get paid. I mean, that's how it works. This is just a business. We have to remember this is just a business, right? So whether they improving payment process to be easier, well, we can't blame them, right? Because this is how they make money, and this is how they able to sort of carry on with the game. But yeah, I could say here, the Studio Hoppe watch this, that there's a few, let's say, quite irritating bugs which they could fix, especially the one which been happening since I started, where you've got, when you, let's say, set your Breda production, you put 200 units, and they come out from the base, and 2 units are kind of merged together, and you can't separate them, because that wants to go this way, that wants to go this way, and they are sort of hooked. So this is very annoying, and I've noticed that mainly with Bredas and Willys. So you see, things like that they could sort out. But yes, but generally I can't really complain too much. Oh, and also I just want to say, when I set up this channel, I've promised Studio Hoppe that I'm not gonna be talking about other games. Obviously, the games which are not made by them. So I'll try to stick with that. But I found one game which I can't remember the name of it at the moment. Not like I purposely can't remember, but I just can't remember. I'll find it. But when I logged in, it says that they're giving you 3,000 gold for free when you signed up. So I signed up just to check, and I can tell you the graphics of that game. It was so appalling that this 3,000 gold is like nothing. I mean, as a strategic game, yes, you don't really need nice graphics. But if you have nice graphics, it will help. It will make the game more enjoyable. Can't remember the Alpha Wars, but I think Alpha Wars had this sort of graphic which I didn't quite like. You've got these squares, and it's so the Panzer Rush is like way above the like Alpha Wars or the game I found. So looking at that from my own perspective, I can't say that they're not doing anything, because their game is actually very nice and very enjoyable. So anyway, let's move to well, there's no number 8, but we've got this. Studio Hoppe, if you are reading this, here is what you should do now. Okay? And then he gave a few points here. Number one, update your website, put real information about your company on it. In my opinion, irrelevant. I don't think people care about this, or especially majority of the people. So I wouldn't really put too much attention to that point. Point number 2, commit to an ethical, legally binding statement which says that you are not manipulating gameplay with paid players. Free titanium gold. Again, my opinion, as long as I am as a player, as long as I am enjoying the game, I don't care. I don't care whether they pay other people, as long as it doesn't affect my own free will. I really don't care. I just want to say this thing. Let's say you join the alley. I've heard that actually from one of the people I've played. That they were in an alley where the leaders or co-leader were bullying them. That yes, you have to do is you have to keep buying goals. You have to keep producing so many planes or breeders every day, and stuff like that. And this is, yes, that I would consider as if that person was paid, is pushing to pay for that player to pay more money for gold so he can keep up with his demand. But he doesn't have to be there. If you don't like your leader or co-leaders, well, you can leave. You can leave and join other alliance, right? Well, the game, not only that, the game will also give you a choice to set up your own alliance. So you don't need to be with this, bad people who keep telling you need to do this and that. You don't need to do it. You can set up your own alliance, have your own people, and set out your own rules. And remember, at the end of the day, if you still don't like it, you don't need to play the game. So to commit to an ethical, legal binding statement, I don't know what the rules in the gaming world are, whether these things are normal in the game industry. So I'm not sure, but for me, as long as I am not affected, my free will is not affected, and I'm getting what I'm paying for, then that's all I care. That's all I want. Because remember also, if you don't like the way the game is constructed, or you don't like the graphics, or you don't like even the bugs, let's say the bugs, you're just so frustrated that you just hate it, and you say, I'm gonna quit if you're not gonna fix it. Well, if they're not gonna fix it, well, then quit and just go to the different game, right? Because no one from the game holds you to be there. So most of the people who play this game, I mean, regardless whether some being paid or not, right? Most of those guys, I would assume they're enjoying the game like I do. I enjoy the games, that's why I play the game. And if for any reason someone trying to pressure me, well, then I'll change it. It's as simple as that.